There's a lot of teachings that we have that make a lot of sense. Like the core, if you want to know the core fundamental teaching of um the religion, it is the divine principle, exposition of the divine principle. That's the main book that you get. Now you don't even have to be a unificationist to get this book. You can just, this is just a good reference to amplify the Bible. Amplify. So we read exposition on the divine principle, we read the Bible, and then we have other holy scriptures that we read as well. So I believe in God and I believe in Jesus Christ. By the way, Jesus' original name is pronounced in Aramaic as Isha, and Christ is a title. I think like Christ represents somebody that has complete divinity, complete unison with his mind and body. He has mind and body unity. You want to have mind over body. You don't want to have your body dominate what your conscience is thinking of. So Esau was the first man that has completely united with God. So I know, to the outside world, I know that this may sound crazy, especially to Christians, but this is what unificationists believe. We also believe that Mother Moon, that's what our members call her, to the public gave her this title, which is Mother of Peace. So Hak Ja Han Moon, the co-founder of our church, we also believe that she is a holy figure. But the reason why I believe in her is because I never seen a leader that can mobilize for events or meetings and things like that of different cultures, races, even political stances, leaders of like communist countries, leaders of countries of democracy, religious background. I've never seen even like dignitaries, people who are like super rich and people who have done such tremendous humanitarian work. I've never seen somebody that can do that, that can unite all those type of people together into one uh, consensus of peace, or just meet up with each other. You would like never see some of these people together. So this is one of the reasons why, yes, I do believe in Samya Moon and Hak Ja Han Moon. I do see her as a holy figure. By the way, I also forgot to mention that Family Federation, we're not just a religion, church, whatever. We're also a political group. This is why we're able to talk with leaders of different countries and things like that. We fought communism around the world. We fought communism in Japan. We fought communism in Russia. We fought communism in certain places in Central America. We fight. We work behind the scenes to fight communism. So this is another reason why um, I believe in Mother Moon. We were the ones that were able to articulate why communism was bad, because the founders of our church, they're not from just South Korea. They were originally from North Korea, and they saw communism firsthand, what it does. So if you look at the countries around the world and you see that every single country has some form of deity, every single country, communism wants to take religion out and will have you believe in a monarchy. That's pretty much what it is. They or believe in one person. Look at the government of North Korea. So a lot of people there are suffering because they believe in this thing called Juche ideology. So when you take out religion out of a country, that is the foundation of the moral basis of the country. When you have no moral basis of the country, bad political ideas start coming into play. And then when bad political ideas start coming into play, that's the downfall of a country. You can't take away deity out of a country. What's the deity of Saudi Arabia? Islam. What's the deity of, let's say, Brazil? A lot of South American countries, it's mostly Catholicism. And even a lot of Latin American countries, Hispanic countries, it's Catholicism. What is the deity of Thailand or Cambodia? Buddhism. What is the deity of India? It's predominantly Hinduism. There's other religions as well. There's religions that are like thousands of years old in India, but it's predominantly Hinduism. The deity of America is Christianity. Christianity is just slightly different from Catholicism. So when you take out that moral basis, when you take out religion out of a country, the country collapses or the people suffer tremendously. So what makes unificationists very different from Christianity? Well, let me just read right here because I don't want to miss anything again. What makes unificationists very different from Christianity is that traditional Christianity believes that Jesus came to die for our sins. We do not believe that. That was his secondary mission. That was his secondary mission. Because the people failed to believe in him. It's not that Jesus failed. This is what a lot of Christians, when they debate with unificationists, like back in the day when we were pretty popular in the late 70s and early 80s, we would even come on shows. We were popular. We would even come on talk shows, and then some people would want to debate us, and it was mostly Christian. So they keep on making the mistake that we believe that Jesus failed. It's not that Jesus failed. We believe that Jesus did everything he could. It's just the people failed. So when they crucified him, that they thought that they were doing such a holy thing because they were so strict on the Old Testament. But the Old Testament, Jesus came with a New Testament. He came with something new to preach to them. And so they thought he was being a blasphemer, and they were even thinking maybe John the Baptist was the Christ because he had more of a reputation. He comes from like a Zechariah, who was a pastor as well. They were believing even he was probably the Messiah, but no, it was obviously it was Jesus. Jesus was the Messiah. So they thought they were doing a holy thing by crucifying him. They made a massive mistake, cosmic mistake. It was a sad story. Now, when you know this truth and you read the Bible again, it will all start to make sense. Everything was trying to save him. Everything was trying to save Jesus Christ. But it failed. So we believe that Jesus was supposed to live on. He was supposed to have a family and have way more wisdom preached to us how to live. So what do? That's why we have a really strong emphasis based on a lot of our teachings to be abstinent until marriage. Find that person that also has a lot of your same values, matures themselves. You guys come together. As a mature self, you give birth to mature children, and you're able to raise them right. There is a structure. A lot of the movies that we see out today, it seems like, oh, I like you. Okay, let's have sex, and then let's go live together, and let's just see how it goes, and then we get married. That's not how it's supposed to be. There's a structure to it, to life, a marriage, everything. You're supposed to be abstinent until marriage, then you guys have sex, and then you have children eventually.